So we have an incredibly special guest, one of our co-chairs, who I know many people in the audience are excited to see. We've seen her over the course of the last few days, and it is, of course, one of our esteemed co-chairs, Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, who is a Sunday Times and New York Times best-selling author, award-winning producer, and philanthropist. And the Duchess is so passionate about being in service to the next generation, supporting the leaders of tomorrow in fighting for climate and social justice. And for more than 30 years, the Duchess has been committed to being a voice and an ambassador for underserved women, children, and communities around the world. And she's leaving an incredible mark and impact. And I did ask her for permission just before coming on stage if I could tell her story, because I don't want to get her into trouble, and she said, go for it. And yesterday, you might remember I was on stage, and we had the Minister for International Development, Pat Conroy, and we pressed him on whether Australia will rejoin the International Fund for Agricultural Development, and he was quite aggressive in his views. He went backstage into a meeting, and a meeting ensued for 15 minutes, and it was really tense. And the Duchess walks past me, I'm standing outside, and she goes, are they in there? I said, who? She goes, the minister and IFAD, are they in there? And I was like, I guess, yeah, they're in there. And she goes, should I go in there? I'm like, what? And she goes, should I go in there? I'm like, it's up to you, Duchess. I don't want to be responsible here for a diplomatic incident. She goes up to the door, knocks on the door, opens it up in a jar, and she goes, is it going okay in there, or should I come in? Goes in, closes the door, we have no idea what's going on. 5 minutes later, they all come out smiling, laughing, and hopefully, if Australia rejoins IFAD, it will be in no short part to the work of the Duchess. That's her impact. And so, you know, with that, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in inviting in conversation with two of our Youth Leader Awardees, Alicia Tien and Hazirah Sufian. Please join me giving them a warm welcome to the stage.
Oh, there's Mum. Hi, Mum. Hello, everybody. I'm thrilled to be here. Am I up first? Would you like to go first? I think I would really like to go first because these guys are the ones who are really doing all the work. I'm just here as their spokesperson, Generational Bridge, and I'm thrilled to be here. But I'm so grateful because I've got this great honor. And as Bianca knows, this is my huge honor right this very second, because I'm grateful to be here on this land, on the traditional country of the Wurundjeri people, the people of the Kulin Nation and the owners and custodians of the land. It is truly my honor. I thank you. Thank you. I really acknowledge and I pay my respects to the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander elders of the past, present, and the future. And when I was making sure I got that right, I honestly, from London, I kept saying, I have to arrive in Melbourne and I have to pay my respects to the people that deserve this voice. Really, seriously. And so this is not just words on a bit of paper. The only reason I read it is because I wanted you to know I was taking you very seriously. And it's really making me cross. In fact, I'm redheaded, I'm Irish, I'm Celtic, and I'm extremely troublesome. And so I actually went up to Kirsty's son, Hugh, and Mick, and Simon, and I said, no, I'm delighted to support Global Citizen on condition I can speak to young people. I don't like grown-ups. They really are dull. And I especially don't like people who do not listen to young people, right? It really annoys me. And what I want to do is get everybody in government, heads of state, anywhere, not to go, yeah, great, fine. Oh, look, here she comes. Because normally they say it's Fergie. Oh, yeah, here she comes. But the real truth is now it's time, through them, that I can help them get their message out. It's not about it's not about Sarah Ferguson, it's not about me, it's about them. So for the first time in my life, I feel I have a sense of purpose, which is pretty huge, isn't it? And I really mean that. I have a sense that I'm doing what I wish to do is to learn from young people and give them the generational bridge. When I first met these young, wonderful leaders, they looked at me, this was 2 days ago when I came here, and they looked at me and said, can I just ask you, how on earth do you think you can understand us since you're 64 and we're very young? Well, they didn't, but I just added that bit. and in fact, one of them was called Lester. He said, tell me, why? And I said, well, firstly, may I pay respects to you? How would you like to be known? What is your pronoun? Teach me the language. Key. No, it's key. You have to learn, right? Hazirah?
Yes, correct.
That's your name, isn't it?
Yes, that's my name.
And that's Alicia, right?
Yes.
Ha, I know that. Because you don't go Hazirah. Yeah, I know. Go on, you say it.
Hazirah.
There you are, you see. She's from Brunei. I'm going to Brunei to see her. Now then, I am going to let them speak. But I wanted you all in the audience to have a bit of energy because it's been fantastic to be here at Global Citizen. But in order to make change, you have to have energy. You have to want to change. And in the last 2 days, I've learned so much about Global Citizen. And it's quite funny. No more apathy, no more laziness, because Hugh said it exactly right. We are not asking for your money, we're asking for you to take action to change. Right? So all of you think, oh no, we're listening, but we don't know what we can do. You can. You can go on the Global Citizen app, press the button, and it says, this is what you need to do. So you don't need to be lazy. You have a solution. Okay? Do we agree? Right. Okay, so now my daughter Beatrice says, Mummy, why do you don't wear your heart on your sleeve, you wear them all over your body. So if those of you who are noticing I have flat hearts on my shoes are for my children. I know. They're exceptional. They're amazing. And anyone in the audience who wants to know, the Queen's corgis are very well. Thank you. She gave them to me, and they are very well, just to let you know. Now then, the most exciting thing is I have so many questions here, but normally what I do is do that. Because the true heart of this whole thing is to give you the moment to speak. So I know, because you and I both discussed out there how terrifying it all is. It's not really. Pretend they're not in the room. Okay. Pretend you're talking just to me, right? So would you like to tell them a bit about yourself?
Sure.
You can do it.
Thank you.
We're going to Malaysia with Alicia, by the way. Come on.
Thank you, Duchess, and she's our youth leader, definitely.
Woo!
Thank you so much for the work that you've done. And I'm so honored to be here, to be having this panel, and to be meeting all of you. So my name is Alicia. I'm a Malaysian entrepreneur, and I focus on driving the energy transition across Southeast Asia. So I'm a CEO of Asia Discovery, based in Malaysia and Beijing, and we help global renewable energy companies enter the Southeast Asian market, as well as hosting the annual ASEAN-China-India Youth Leadership Summit every year to help almost 6,000 young people to come up with sustainable solutions across Southeast Asia.
Well, come on.
Thank you.
I mean, that is quite extraordinary. Why did you decide to do this work?
Yes, I think coming from a young person, I see how climate change has definitely affected all parts of our lives. In Malaysia, we're getting so many floods that are were not there before. So now we're seeing it change, and we're seeing heat waves everywhere. Last year was the hottest year ever, and seeing all of this as a young person, I feel like I have the sense of responsibility to do something. And since I have also presence in Malaysia and Singapore, so we started to help more young people to come up with sustainable solutions.
The thing is that I know I'm coming to see you in Malaysia because I've already said I am.
Yes.
But out there, I thought it was absolutely right when I asked you, what is it that we can do, apart from thanking you greatly and apologizing to you, as an older person, I'm so sorry we've done this to your planet. I think that's really important. I'm so sorry. But the next thing in my forgiveness, please could you explain what is the best way I personally, as your youth leader, and you're part of my youth army now,
Yes.
What can I do to help you?
Yes, I think as a young person, we have a lot of energy, we have burning passion, and we want to change and fight climate change and do so much, but we do not have the knowledge and experience and expertise like what you have and what a lot of the established leaders have. So definitely we do need guidance and yeah.
And holding people accountable. What do you think?
Exactly.
Yeah?
Yes.
And you know, it's quite good, actually, as Mick said at the beginning, because I've got to an age now where I really don't care. And I've, you know, 1 or 2 newspaper articles about me. 1 or 2. So therefore, I can help you. And I think it's really exciting what Global Citizen have done with the now. I love the now. This morning, I woke up and I thought to myself, oh my goodness, you know, what's going to happen next week? And then I suddenly went into the now, and then I got excited about the day and listening to you. So I think what you've done very clearly and succinctly is explain that through Global Citizen and through speaking out, which is why we started with the voice, that's how we can help you. Is that right?
Definitely.
Okay, good. So we're going to hold Hugh and Simon and Mick accountable to help you too then.
Thank you.
Oh, they're in trouble. Oh, my friend. When are we off to Brunei?
Whenever you're free, Duchess.
I'll
I'm
be
always
there.
ready.
Now, I know the Sultan of Brunei was in Melbourne this week. Did you jump over there and?
Oh, I did meet him. We didn't have a chance to speak, but I did take a photo with him and Prince Martin.
Great.
Yes.
Great. So that'll set it up when we're there then. Now, please could you explain to everybody exactly who you are and how we can help you?
Hi, I'm Hazirah. I'm from Brunei. I'm not sure if you guys know where Brunei is. Brunei is a small country in Borneo. We're just next to Malaysia. So what I do is that I'm from a very small social enterprise. We are a 2-man team, and we actually like to engage with a lot of youth. So basically, my job is involving cleaning up beaches, rivers, planting trees, and sometimes we create programs that are educational and capacity building. So we collaborate a lot with our government and private sectors, but we also ask the community to join us in our initiative. They can be like the committee or a participant. And this is because we want them to have a sense of responsibility and ownership. Because when people get involved, they see firsthand how crucial it is to protect our environment. Mainly, especially the youth, they don't really see the big picture until they are there, and they're the one that's working hard and actually see it.
Now, you interestingly, I love the way you said that you like to be behind the scenes.
Yes.
So you sort of, you say you're a small team, but you initiate an awful lot of young people in Brunei.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, because our platform is all about giving the youth voices. I'm a youth, but I feel like I prefer to be behind the scenes. So there's more younger youth, so we will give them more voices. We are a platform that allows them to create their own projects.
Right.
And we are the one that guides them which one, who to contact, where to go, and what to do.
Right, okay. Now, everybody in the audience, they would love, I know they'll all love to ask you loads of questions. Can I just ask you both? For people who are watching and don't know what to do, I really, really want to give them, hold them accountable to get them to help you. Apart from going on the Global Citizen app, how else can they help you? Yes, you're up, Hazirah.
I think it doesn't have to be anything big. It can be just something small. I feel like everyone thinks that you have to do something big to help fight climate change because of the news of how climate change is and the urgency to act. But actually, small steps can work, like saving energy, doing proper waste management, or even sharing awareness to your friends and family. They all make a difference because they kickstart the change.
Right.
If you collect all these small actions together, they will become a big, impactful thing towards a sustainable future.
Right. I also found out today, somebody was saying that it's so nice. One of you wonderful young leaders. I'm so proud to be part of you. Thank you. You're making me very humble. But they said, don't look at climate change as the end. Look at it as the beginning of a collective getting together to make change. Yeah, that's
Yes, I
kind of
agree.
cool, right?
Yeah.
I tell Global Citizen, I think they might be watching, but I kind of like that because I think hope is a key, isn't it? What do you think about that?
I think there are definitely ways where we can break it down because we have this big goal of wanting to limit temperature rise and 1.5 degrees, but it's so huge and we need to break it down into smaller steps. How I've done it is that I saw that, okay, 1.5 degrees, what do we need to do next? Reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and how do we do that? Reduce fossil fuel, and how do we do that? Increase renewable energy, and how do we get there? Which is to invest more in renewable energies and phase out fossil fuels. And a fun fact is that in Southeast Asia, 210 billion annually is needed by 2050 to ensure that we have a smooth transition. And definitely we don't have enough investments into this field right now. So I have found what I would like to contribute, which is to help increase renewable energy in Southeast Asia. And I hope everyone else can also do a reverse engineering method to find their own cause and their own calling.
Yeah, so go around the valleys, don't always look at the top of the mountain.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and when you climb to Everest, you do 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. But really, if we all unite, we can do this together.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's real hope. And I think it's very, very, very difficult, isn't it, when it's always gloom and pessimistic talk. And I think Global Citizen lead by example of joining forces together. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
You do?
Yes, of course.
Keep talking. You agree because?
I agree because climate change does not affect just one person. It affects everyone, and every country should take responsibilities and make changes as much as they can. But
You're good. You're doing brilliantly. Can I just say that before you worry about the but, can I just say what would be the one thing you'd like everybody in the audience to hear that you're getting passionate about?
I feel like they don't really listen to us. I feel like the adults.
Good for you. You said it.
I feel like the adults just say, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, sure, we'll give you funding and all that." But they don't really understand our cause. They just like give the money to just shut us up, or maybe help.
Do you know, it's quite funny because in Mary Poppins, do you ever see that film? Does anybody remember Mary Poppins? Kirsty? Mary Poppins says, a pie crust promise, easily made, easily broken. A pie crust. So that's why you know I will show up in Brunei. You know I'll be there in Malaysia. You know I'll help you. Yes? Because that's what I feel, is no one listens. Certainly no one listens to me and haven't done for hundreds of years. But the real truth is that I am listening, and thanks to Global Citizens who've given me this platform, you know, I can listen to you and help you.
Yes.
Oh,
Thank you for helping us.
I will.
Yeah.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing. Oh, isn't she amazing? Yeah. We've got to love. Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got to hug it out. We got to hug it out. Right. I think. Thank you. Yeah, I've got green glasses to match green dress. Now then, what else would you like to say? Now you have this opportunity. You've done very well, girls. Keep going.
I think the world needs to work together, cross countries, because as I highlighted, in Southeast Asia alone, $210 billion annually is required. And not every country has the most advanced technologies to achieve that. So some countries have more advanced technology than others. So I hope the countries with more advanced technologies also make it easier for their technologies, green technologies, and funding to be channeled to the places that also needs it. So yeah,
That's
my
good. And I see that we soon we'll leave the stage. So when we get up and leave, I want you to not think backstage, wish I'd said it. Is there anything you wish you'd like to say, Hazirah? Is something at the tip of your tongue, apart from listen and hold people accountable? You've done very, very well, and you can always tell me afterwards.
I've done a lot of programs and events, a lot of CSR events for a lot of big corporates, and I do feel like they are a bit greenwashing.
Good, 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 good.
So,
Well done. I knew you could do it.
so I really do hope that they find in their heart to actually help our environment, help our cause, and do it because they want to, and not because to protect their images or everything like that.
It's so true, isn't it? Yeah? Well, you know, the good news about Global Citizen is they're true to their word. The good news about this redhead is that I'm true to my word. And we stand together united to make sure youth leadership is really up there on everybody's top of their tongues, top of the mountain, and we'll help you along the valleys. That's what we'll do. Thank you. Thank you. Very good.
Thank you, Duchess.
Thank
so
you.
much.